Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I clicked live, but Timmy's not here. I'm waiting for him to get his coffee. So just a minute. Sometimes this doesn't go live. You get to see my bedroom just in case y'all wondering what you're looking at. Good morning. Anyhow, for those of you that are joining for the very first time, I'm Amber Bradshaw. I'm one of 5 of the Bradshaw family members. My husband, Tim, will be right here as soon as he gets his coffee. And our kids, Gavin, Morgan, and Lyndon, are, all a part of the Bradshaw family homestead. And we live off grid in the mountains of East Tennessee. And some of you ask about we live off grid in the mountains. Why are we on the internet? Because satellite is a wonderful thing. We don't consider off grid as a means of like no one can find us. We're deep in the woods. We don't even go to the store. We're off grid in terms of we are not connected to any public utilities, and we provide for all of our own water and electric and those kind of things. So that's the difference. Although you see like regular conventional lights in the background, much of our style of living is like the 1800s. We use some oil lamps, not always, but definitely when we don't have enough sunshine. We cook on a wood cook stove. We have to heat our water through wood fire, those kind of things. We didn't always live like this, just in case you're here for the first time. We used to live in the city by Myrtle Beach, by the ocean. There he is. You have to have coffee.
So I just got back from Myrtle Beach.
Swam here.
No, I'm just kidding.
Timmy used to be a surfer. Good morning, baby.
How you doing?
Happy Valentine.
Happy Valentine.
You want to scooch up?
Not really.
Scooch up.
But I will.
You look so teeny tiny. I'm in a chair that lifts me up, and he's just in a regular old wood chair. Anyways, so it's been a very interesting week. I think the first hurrah is that we got the pigs out of the house. And we used to have pigs inside of our home that we were raising since the first of the new year. And you want to talk about the moving process?
Yeah, well, I don't know where to begin, but I guess
we did not plan on getting pigs in the house. And when you homestead, when you raise livestock, when you farm, the only thing that you can plan on is nothing is ever going to go your way or perfect or what you would consider normal. And so on New Year's Day, we had a new, a sow. Pharaoh gave birth for the very first time. And sometimes first time moms are really bad. And thankfully, humans aren't always the same way because she sat on a couple. And I think we seem to think that she sat on our boy, Fred, because he's got a lot of nerve damage. Or he could just be was it dysfunctional? No. Hey, good morning, Linda. Hey, Meg. How are you, dear? Not dysfunctional. What is the word I'm looking for? Neurological disorder. Anyhow, good morning, Timmy. Hey, sister. But anyhow, so Timmy worked hard. We had him in the house for over a month too long, in my opinion. But they're outside, and he did a really good job.
Yeah, they're outside now. They're happy. They've got plenty of room. We have them in a shelter right now in the little house that I built for them.
They don't have free range of their.
Yeah.
Carol, good morning. You did it, Carol. Cupcake Carol joined us.
Yeah, I built a little 8x8 room for them, and
they're doing good, except for Fred.
Yeah, I've got it packed full of hay, and we're.
They have a little fenced-in area we got to finish this week.
We're going to be finishing the fenced-in area for them, so they can get out and forage and do what they do.
But for the longest time, ever since those coyotes ate all of the ones that were born, I think they took all but 2, and that was Hansel and Gretel. And the Peggy, I was just looking at the picture from last year. She had 8. So the coyotes killed 6 of them, and you could hear them squealing when they were going through. Not the pigs. I'm sorry, wrong term. Howling when they were going through the electric fence getting shocked. I mean, they wanted the pigs that much, that they were constantly getting electrocuted, and they just persevered and ate our critters. Um, but anyhow, we still have Hansel and Gretel left from that, I guess what you call litter. Um, but ever since then, we talked about we wanted to bring them up here. See, Aslan and Sadie, they don't guard the pigs down there. I mean, they know that this is their property, but they don't go down the holler very often. And that's where the pigs are. And so I've been wanting to bring them up this side in our holler over here. So Sadie and Aslan would guard them. And it's just, we didn't know how to do it because they're huge and they're not pets. They're pigs, hogs, huge. So when we had these babies and we had to raise them up here, we realized that this is opportunity to finally bring the pigs up here, one at a time this way. Anyhow, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I guess if you know what I'm talking about, it makes sense. But if you don't live here, it doesn't make sense. We finally came up with a game plan, though. And if anybody knows us or knows how we've done this, which y'all do because y'all are friends and family, we've kind of like, we had the horse here and the cart way over here. Like, we didn't even put the cart before the horse a little bit. We just like put it way ahead of it. And so I finally feel like this is our third year here. It will be. We haven't been here 3 years yet. And we're finally getting a game plan together. We're finally getting our ducks in a row a little bit. They're in the same pond. Stop it. Our ducks are in the same pond. Shut up, Tim. Anyhow, we if you get a big can of feed, you can lead them up to your place. Yeah, Linda, we did that. We had to do with marshmallows and sticky buns and the whole 9 yards. It's a quarter of a mile up to our place straight up the mountain. And it's not easy. And we had a hard time just moving them 500 yards before with that same method. And they, decided they were bored. They didn't like it. They thought it was a trap. They turned around and moved back. I mean, it was a very laborious task. And that was just with 3. Now we have 7, and they're all about anywhere from 400 to 600 pounds a piece. And so it's a little different, but we have a game plan.
Yeah, I mean, they've been in this area and gotten, I guess, shocked enough that they won't go past the wire. So
except for Hansel and Gretel, the brats.
We've got to get a livestock trailer and actually back it in the fence.
Well, Linda's a rancher; she knows.
Yeah, and feed them and get them in the trailer, and then we can bring them up.
So that's our plan. But we actually have. I mean, this will be our first year harvesting. Well, we harvested 1 pig a year ago, but that's because they had injury and we had to. But this is the first time that we're actually going to start harvesting our meat intentionally with a plan. Tell God your plans. And I'm developing our farm page finally so we can start selling goats and rabbits and chicks and fertilized eggs and pigs. And I think that's all we have so far. So we're finally, I'm excited, because we need to start making these animals work for us. They need to work for our plate. They need to work for our pocket. Oh, I like that. Work for our plate. Wait, trailing them isn't as bad as getting the goats in the trailer. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, thankfully our goats are tiny. So they're strong. Don't get me wrong, but they're tiny. Even Charles, he's smaller than his daddy. And I mean, daddy Knox. Do you remember? Knox knocked Timmy on his butt, if you guys remember that, a year ago. And I mean, knocked him on his can.
You got me from behind.
And Timmy's feet went up in the air and fell on his butt. And Knox tried to start that crap with me. So I picked that joker up in WWE, him just flat on the ground and pinned him down for a couple of minutes. And he never did it again. Do you remember that? I think I had work clothes on too or something like that. It was crazy. But yeah, you can't let your goats get the best of you. He don't do that to you no more though, does he?
No. No, he doesn't.
But they just pee on them all the time.
Yeah, they'll pee on you
they
if you're
won't. They
not
won't.
paying
They
attention.
won't buck him anymore. But every time he goes out there, they'll pee on him.
Yeah.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Wait. Morgan had Knox do that one time, and and she was screaming. So when she screamed, it went in her mouth. That wasn't that long ago. I died. It was hilarious. Baptismal by goat pee. Anyhow, Morgan, do you remember that? Oh no, she can hear me now. It was funny. Wait. I get one goat, and they had to jump out as quick as I turn my back. Oh, you get one goat anyway. Yeah, thankfully, Linda, we're dealing with the small numbers. You guys deal with the big numbers. Y'all are uptown. We're downtown in an itty bitty town. But yeah, so and Meg, thank you for sending me your livestock agreement because there's so much to consider when we're developing our farm page. Not only do you have to just put cute pictures of your animals for sale, but you have to do all of the stipulations, like all the legal mumbo jumbo, all the health information, and where you're going to meet so they don't come to your house, and what are the rules, and blah blah blah. There's a lot to it. Yeah, it ain't easy. So I'm trying to get my I's and dotted and my T's crossed. Mm. And so, yeah, that's what we have going on this week. We are also have the opportunity to. There's a friend of ours, Sherry, that sometimes or normally joins us for live. They have friends here. I say here. I'm not quite sure if it's considered Gatlinburg or Cosby, but they have this store. It's a readiness and preparedness store, and they do workshops. They do like hunter safety, and they sell prep and stuff and homestead and stuff. And I think they started selling produce and such last year. Hey kids, we're doing live. Um, Lyndon and Brock. She had Brock spend the night last night from her Valentine's party. Anyhow, I don't know why, but out of the blue, I saw her post yesterday on Facebook, and finally I'm like, I need to contact her and see if they're interested in our products. So she's like really crazy excited. And I mean, I met her kind of 2 years ago. We brought them Dollywood tickets, and they've never even been in the store. It's crazy because we're in the same, um, you know, niche. They're in the same mindset. So I'm meeting them this week, and hopefully we'll start selling their products. And so that hopefully will go forward. And we're starting a pet line.
We are.
I said that already. We've been making up names all week. Where have you been?
I said we are. I said
no. You said we are.
We are.
Question mark.
We are.
Nah, we are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are.
Got that right. You didn't do that.
We're.
What? Anyhow, you guys, we're like y'all. We're just sitting here trying to do our best and make a living off the homestead. Speaking of, Linda asked about the show. Friday, it was supposed to be pitched to the network, and we haven't heard a word. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. We haven't heard a word. However, I did have a fellow homesteader friend go, "Hey, can I ask you about a TV show? We were presented by a production company. They want to come film us. They're going to start filming our family in a couple weeks." And I'm like, "Oh, yay!" Yeah. So, it's a busy time this year for networks and production companies seeking out people that live this way. And so I'm sure a bunch of people that I know have been approached, but it's just a waiting game. That's all it is. And I say God's timing. If it's meant to be, it'll be. And if not, hopefully we got plan A, B, and C this year.
We've definitely got plenty to do.
Unfortunately, though, Mr. Bradshaw, the plenty to do sometimes needs financial backing.
Well, I'm glad
he doesn't worry about it.
There's so much around here that just needs to be done that you don't need any money. You just need time, and you need hands on. And
did he say we didn't need any money?
Well, I mean, it's not like we need to go out and buy something to complete.
Oh no, there's a lot to do that we don't need to purchase any more things. That's a given. Yeah, we've got supplies for things that we need to do, and labor is definitely in short supply. However, there are other things that we need to buy during your bill time. That,
Yeah.
Gas, livestock feed. But we don't need no toilet paper. So say toilet paper, like we're giving toilet paper. No, I'm not a hoarder. I don't buy more than one or two at a time because that's the rules.
Some of those rolls of toilet paper is questionable, though.
Yeah, last year, well, I just would, if I saw one, I would buy one, and they'll be our emergency stock.
Yeah. You got some of
They'll
that
probably
stuff.
turn to dust first.
It's definitely septic tank safe because time as the water hits
it just disintegrates.
It vanishes, man. It's gone.
Oh wait, we tapped some trees this week, and it was the perfect time one day, and then the temp went to poop after that. So one day we got a little over a gallon of sap, and it takes 40 gallons to make 1 gallon of syrup. So yeah, we're 1/40th of the way there. But we didn't get the cold that we were expected to get. Everybody else, they have snow and ice and freezing temps in this weird winter cold front that moved across Texas. Meg, you're in Texas. Are y'all frozen? Did you guys get it? I can't see over here. Damn. I have so many friends that posted that live in Texas. They're like, what the haystack, and did I move and not know, and that kind of stuff. So there's crazy weather going on, that's for certain. We did not. We were supposed to get 10 degrees today and yesterday and snow, and thankfully we didn't. Just lots of rain and mud.
Yeah, still raining.
And still muddy, and that's not fun. We need, what we need? You know how snow people have snowshoes? We need shoes like golf shoes with boots.
We need some mud
golf
grips.
shoes with the metal cleat.
Yeah.
For boots.
Mud grips.
Yeah, because you slip and bust your butt. That's it. Neat. Someone's, I'm sure, invented that. They're like hiking shoes or ice shoes. They're the little things that slide on your feet like they do for tires. Like, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Help me out here. Like tire chains, but for your shoes.
Yeah. You need some spikes, man.
Yeah.
Remember the old
Linda says that may be a prepper or a hoarder. They have those you clamp onto your boots. Thank you. See, it wasn't crazy. I was hoping I'd invented it, but no, I'm not crazy. I'm glad to know.
Remember the old steel cleat football shoes?
I ain't that old. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I probably am that old. I got some other good news this week, y'all. She got them at Costco. I don't shop at Costco. We don't have a Costco. Well, I think there's one about an hour and a half away. Yeah, I don't shop at Costco, but maybe they have an online thingy. They have those you click. Yeah, I don't have Costco, but thank you, Linda. I got this in the mail. Oh, it's a secret, but I want to tell y'all. It's a secret. Do you see it? Ooh, wait, there we go. Wait, no, there's too much shame. There's too much shame. There we go. Yeah, backwards, but it is The Beginner's Guide to Chicken Breeds, and my new book. I just got the preview of it, and the colors, you can't see them right here. Maybe I turn this light off. Is that any better? It is gorgeous. I was a little bent at first when they asked me about doing this book because the budget for the artwork was double what they paid me to write it. And I'm like, but I'm writing it. But I'm very glad that they had the artists that they have, because a friend of mine said they needed more pictures. They didn't have the budget to do more pictures, and I get it, because with a book, you can't just copy and paste off of the internet. They have to hire artists to duplicate what they find, and it gets quite pricey. And every time you print in color, it's quite pricey. But it's gorgeous, and it's going to be out next month, I think. And I know a lot of y'all volunteered to do reviews on it, and I appreciate it. But I'm excited. So this third book, yay! It's like a detailed catalog for chickens. Speaking of chickens, did I tell you I was going to order quails? So, huh?
No. What do we do with them?
The quails? You can put them in the little Bobo chicken coop. That's all they'll ever need.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And they're good eating. Y'all ever eat quail? It's like Cornish hen. We had quail. We had that bacon wrap quail. Remember? When you got me the new grill back in Polly's? Mm-hmm. I want to say it was before we got married.
That was dope.
stuff.
Yeah.
Same thing. You wrap it with bacon, it all tastes good.
Yeah.
I didn't order them yet, so let's just go there. I just messaged the person about ordering them.
Every one I've ever eaten is you take a bite and spit out the shot.
Oh, well, we won't be shooting them with a shotgun, honey. We just wring their neck.
It'd be nice just to eat it.
That's how it used to be when I ate rabbit all the time. You'd eat a bite and then you pick out the lead or whatever, buckshot and ding.
Yeah, you steel shot.
Man, well, back then, I don't know. Could have been lead. Could have been asbestos shot. Oh, but anyhow, I don't have any concrete plans for this week other than have you encourage you to work on the bathhouse.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some
bathroom
in there. Just need to.
It's been raining. We were all going to start our perimeter of the barbed wire, and because that's very important. And matter of fact, we got like 20 more no trespassing signs, and it's something we really, really, really have to do. But then it started raining every single day, and we can't just sit here and not do anything. There's never a day we don't do something.
I'm planning on trying to get some work done. I'm really feeling the pressure of not having a covered area to work, and it's a little frustrating. But
you're feeling the pressure of not having a covered area?
Yeah, just not have. Every time you go out, you can't.
We were spoiled back in Polly's. We had a nice carport and a nice. But now wait a minute, we turned that carport into our workout room, and you never had a covered area. He pulled a tarp off the side of it. Remember?
I did.
Yeah, we're the king and queen of tarps, and I hate tarps. They're so trashy.
I'm trying to.
I hate tarps. I'm thankful for them.
Past all of that.
I hate them. They're trashy, but they're a necessity. They're an evil necessity, an ugly necessity, not evil. Let's put it that way. Ugly necessity. And
that's why they make camo tarps.
I mean, why don't we get those? I haven't seen a camo tarp. Not one that we've gone through some tarps living here. But anyhow, we still don't have our bathroom finished because Timmy's bounced from that to do other things. So he did a couple days ago. We got some more sheetrock up. We're still wrapping our head around the entire water system thing, and we think we got it done. If you're not in our group on Mighty Networks, please join because I am closing all of our Facebook groups and archiving them the 22nd. People are tipped about that. I can't care about them being upset. That's where we're at, and it's a wonderful group of people. But I shared a picture the other day that one of our members shared in our group a long time ago, and it was his off-grid water filtration system. And they buried a concrete cistern that had a wall in it. And in the main part of it, it had pea gravel and sand, and it filters out the water. And then the clean water went on the other side where he had a pump. And we're going to do something similar to that, but we're also going to include charcoal. And it's going to be our water filter from the rainwater collection that we have. And then we also filter in our Berkey once we get in our house, just so you know. Well, I posted the other day how we melted snow, during the emergency and we couldn't get down the mountain. This follower, I guess, on my Facebook page raked me over the coals for it. Was going how snow is more polluted than the water and polluted in the air, and that they must be in Tennessee because they're like, we have plenty of creeks here that you could have gone down and got some water out of a creek. And I'm like, we can't get down the mountain where our artesian well is and where our creek is. So and then I said, and plus we use our Berkey filter after we boil it for several minutes. And then it kept going on. And I'm like, look here now. They're like, well, a true prepper or something should have plenty of water stored. I'm like, we have several hundred gallons. A lot of it was frozen. We have livestock up here that we feed. And I felt like I was kept on having to justify myself. And finally, I'm just like, bump you. We got a Berkey. I don't care.
Well, if you go ahead and realize that there are people out there that think they know more than you,
and they're probably sitting there in a city with a little faucet that they just turn on and off.
Yeah.
People aren't happy unless they criticize others.
And I can't drink city water anymore. It's just That's
The chlorine, the fluoride taste,
knowing
it's
what's in it.
disgusting. And who knows what they put in it?
Yeah.
Really?
I like water that doesn't have a flavor. It's just wet.
Okay, now. But anyhow, I think that's it. We don't have any law. We at Christmas time when Gavin bought the prime rib for our Christmas dinner, we got an extra one that was small and we put it in the freezer. And so we had it. And so we thought it out, and that's what we're cooking for Valentine's. And Lyndon had her party yesterday. Morgan was gracious enough that she bought all the pizzas for the kids. And they had a good time. They were so cute. And of course, it wasn't without its child drama. We had a little bit of child drama, but it was a rain day and everybody was stuck in the house. But they looked awesome. If you guys saw the pictures I shared. And so today's just a kind of a chillax day. I've got to work on our lessons for our homeschool group, and I want to work on the farm page if I have a chance. And what are you going to do today?
I'm working on the bathroom.
Are you?
I am.
Oh, because you're going to take the handrail. So we had 2x4s in the ready for the bathroom to frame up the walls and stuff. And I had to watch the girls that came over. One's 10, almost 11, one's 8, and the other one's 3. And the 3-year-old, we didn't have handrails on the stairs going upstairs, was very endangered of falling off the stairs. So Timmy hurried up and just took all of our 2x4s and just zipped them up and created a handrail for the staircase going upstairs and for the half handrail upstairs, so she wouldn't fall. And the kids keep coming over, so we can't use the 2x4s. And finally, they're gone now. So Timmy's finally going to use the 2x4s and take them back down and finish framing out our bathroom.
Yeah, and maybe we'll get some real handrails up one day.
Well, we're going to, but it doesn't make sense to do that because we're going to rip up the floor. So I don't. Timmy already. Yeah. We're just ripping up all the floor and the countertops and the counter and the kitchen, the whole main house. Anyhow, that's another story.
Nice new floor.
Yes, because we bought the subfloor. Yeah. And when we put the floor in when we were building the house, we had no idea how much it would shrink. We were clueless. We've never done this before. Yeah. Not this kind of stuff. Yeah. And our beautiful solid oak floor is still pretty, but now it has gaps like this. And then you drop stuff in it and you can't get it back out. And it's disgusting.
Yeah, you get your toe hung in it.
Morgan does get her toes caught in it. My toes are too short and nubby to get caught in it. They're little butter beans. But Morgan's got these long little coats. She's always screaming because her toe gets stuck in it. So we have the subfloor to put down. Like, we're going to take up all of the wood that we put down for our flooring, and it's going to be our deck for our front porch. We're not going to waste it. That's going to be a job because Timmy stapled all the insulation underneath to the bottom of those floors. So that'll be fun. Doing stuff and then undoing it and redoing it again.
Yeah.
I think we're the king and queen of that. We moved our driveway like 3 times back in Follies. And if you ever moved a driveway, it's not easy because every time we moved it, we had to move our berm. That was solid clay, sand clay, and trees in it. And I got OCD or no, it's not OCD. ADD, attention deficit disorder.
Yeah,
construction ADD.
Last
there we go.
time we moved it, we had a machine, and it made it a little bit easier.
How did we have a machine?
Gary had the Bobcat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so it made it easier.
Just a little bit. We still have to do a lot of shoveling. Anyhow, how did we get off on the subject?
I don't know. It's easy.
Squirrel. But anyways, Linda said, wait. He was an idiot. It is seriously hard to store that much water, and the snow is fine to use. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you, honey. I almost tagged you because I don't like it when you fight with me, but I love it when you're on my side. Isn't that how it goes? Well, she's a lot like me, and she doesn't back down, even when she's wrong.
Well, y'all should get along just great.
We do get along great, unless we're on the opposite sides. And then we tell each other a couple choice words, and we're still best friends. So that's how it goes.
That's how it goes with us too.
Yep. No, you don't tell me choice words.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have any. I just go. Okay.
He doesn't do that either. He storms off and he coughs like a little baby. And then I chase him. But anyways,
You peed in the sandbox. I'm taking my toys and I'm going home.
Anyhow, we're done. I think that's it. We don't have any words of wisdom to offer. We don't have anything to. We're just here to have coffee with friends and chit chat. That's pretty much what we did today. Are you ready for more coffee? Y'all have a blessed Valentine's Day. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, go cook a prime rib or a goat or something.
Goat is good meat. You'll learn.
Go get your goat on.
All right, bye, y'all. Love you. Thank you.
Hasta luego.
You're supposed to say thanks for putting up with me.
Thanks for putting